Yeah, so what I'm just saying is all your homes, all your criteria is going to be entered into our database, and you're going to have every single house to pick from that's on the market, and it's going to get sent to you right away.
Okay.
So how most realtors right now are picking out houses, they make random searches through the MLS, pick a few out, trying to sell you one of them. You know, in other words, the wrong person's deciding which houses you're going to go see. The agent is in control, okay? The solution, our one-of-a-kind buyer profile system, gives you the priority access to all the best new listings that match your criteria. So with this, you know, your criteria is entered into the database. As soon as a property hits the market that matches what you're looking for, it's sent it to you right away. You get the same kind of description as you see on Zillow, Redfin, and all those other sites with pictures and descriptions. One thing that we ask is you drive by them, because pictures lie and you don't really know the neighborhood and neighbors and things like that. So drive by it, see if you really like it, and then that's when we arrange a showing. You just call or text me, let me know, and you're under no pressure to ever buy a house with this. And kind of recap on, we'll arrange a showing for you. The thing is, we work as a team here. So if I'm sick or if I'm out of town or things like that, and you want to go look at a house, I have other agents that are able to open the doors for you right away. I want to say less than 12 hours, we can get you inside the door. Okay? So you're never down without an agent.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to be in control, which means no more searching through any other websites, any papers, things like that. You're going to get all the new listings before anybody else. Okay? No more wasted time looking at houses agents pick out for you, because you're going to pick out as many as you want to see. No more pressure that agents, you know, it's kind of the same thing. No more pressure. Like I said, you pick out as many properties as you want to see, and I'll open as many doors as you want to see. Until you're like, hey, this is the one, and that's when I go to work for you, and I'll get you that offer that accepted. But until then, you know, we could look at as many houses as you want. And then no more overpaying for the home you want, because when you're there first, you're often able to secure a lower price. And so with an example with that, what I would say is, the other day, my client went out on a Friday. Before the property hit the market on Thursday, we went out that Friday, looked at it, and got the contract accepted before the weekend. And the agent told me if we didn't get that contract accepted that Friday, you know, they had open house Saturday and Sunday, they had multiple backup offers with higher than list price. So it just saved my buyer that much money to lock it in before everybody else. So it's knowing about the properties first, getting inside the properties first, securing that lower price.
Okay.
Okay. And that's kind of getting into our specialized knowledge. It's, you know, when you find the home you want, we prepare the offer for you. And so we'll kind of get into that, and we present the offer on behalf to the seller and negotiate all the terms for you in your best interest. And the main thing is, you know, just making sure all the, everything is free that we're offering, okay? So in summary, how are you going to benefit? You get that pre-approval, we're ready to go buy a house. You know what the numbers are looking like. You receive by mail, email, all the best new listings that match exactly what you're looking for. You beat out all the other buyers to all the new listings. You're backed by our specialized knowledge. You get the house you want at the lowest possible price. Okay? One of the things that we also offer is a VIP buyer protection plan. So when you become a VIP buyer with this, we'll sell your house for free within if you're not 100% satisfied. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No. No. Seems pretty clear.
Okay, cool. Well, what I have here is, I want to go over this with you real quick. It's the VIP buyer agreement. So let's just go through this real quickly. And so what this is it's just a VIP buyer agreement with us. And we'll kind of hit all the basics of what we're going to be able to provide you and how you know, this works. And so if you have any questions, just go ahead and, you know, let me know. So
The camera on that.
the main thing is, as a VIP buyer, we're going to provide you with the following services. Okay, so this is going to outline everything that we offer you.
Okay.
The first thing that we're going to offer is we're going to assist you in securing the best financing program for your specific situation with the lowest interest rate and the least expensive closing costs, and have a formal loan approval certificate generated to you that gives you the best competitive advantage in purchase negotiations. The thing is, right now, this is what all buyers are doing right now. They're getting a pre-approval letter. Okay.
Okay.
This is an example right here that are pre-approved, and it just says, you know, this buyer has been pre-approved after looking at all their documentation, blah blah blah. Okay, this is what everybody else does. One of the big differences of what we do to make our buyer stand out than anybody else is we make sure that your loan is fully approved. So instead of a pre-approval letter, what we'll have is a loan approval letter. And with that is we're able to actually put in an offer, non-contingent on our offer or on the loan. So instead of having a contingency with your loan, you're almost like a cash offer. And
What is a
are you
contingency?
aware of what contingencies are?
No.
Okay, so what contingencies are, they protect your money that's in escrow as a deposit. And so you have 3 contingencies. When you write an offer, you have a physical inspection contingency, which give you, you know, X amount of days. We get to put whatever we want in our contract. So you have X amount of days for inspecting the property, make sure that's okay. You have a contingency with your appraisal. As long as the appraisal is good, you know, as long as it comes in value and they're not asking for repairs or anything. And the other contingency that you have is your loan. Make sure your loan's approved. So until we're 100% on each thing, you can't remove your contingency. So the more contingencies you have, you know, the less risk we're taking. And what do sellers like? Less risk. They want to take an offer that has not that many contingency days or has no contingencies because it's more of a solid buyer.
So you're saying that with this formal loan approval that all be much more attractive offer to a seller?
Exactly.
Okay, I like it.
So everybody's going to be coming in, writing an offer contingent on a loan.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to be coming in no contingency on a loan. We could also put, you know, some other situations that we have when we write a really strong offer are we could go no loan and no appraisal contingency. Which means the only contingency we have that's protecting us is our physical inspection contingency. So with that being said, we write an offer only contingent on X amount of days of us looking at the property. So worst case scenario, what happens is, like, let's say we have 10 days to inspect the property. That's our only contingency for us to be able to get our deposit back and back out. So what we'll do is we'll have the appraisal done before then. We already have the loan approved. So now, once that appraisal comes in and it's okay, and then the inspections are okay, we're able to move forward. But let's say the appraisal comes in too low, or they're asking for too many repairs, or let's say we find something wrong with the house, we back out.
Okay.
So we just do it within that certain amount of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Nobody else is doing that.
Okay.
So that's why your offer is going to get accepted than anybody else. Doesn't matter about purchase price all the time.
Okay.
Okay? Another thing that we show sellers is it's called a DU, and what that is, it's a underwriting analysis report, and like it just shows your loan in detail of exactly how you're approved. So it's pretty much just showing that your loan got fully approved, and it says, you know, your loan's approved, not pre-approved, and it shows, you know, your credit score, your down payment, you know, everything in detail.
Okay.
So, like I'm saying, you know, show more than the other buyers.
Okay.
Okay? So number 2, we'll provide you with regular updates from our Home Hunter service of all the new properties that match your home buying criteria. So what this is going to include is, and so what that is I'm going to take down your criteria sheet, take down exactly what you're looking for.
Okay.
And so I'm going to put this into our database.
Okay.
Okay? So once we have that, now I'm able to send you all the best new listings, and what that's going to include is like all the brand new structures, all the new construction. It's going to be the bank-owned and HUD homes. And so this right here is actually a website that we go to and we check all the time to see if there's any new bank-owned properties, foreclosures coming on the market. And so once I have your criteria sheet and I know what you're looking for, now I know what to search for you. So when there's something that pops up on the website, I send it to you, and you let me know if you're interested or not.
All right.
Okay? It's also going to be our coming soons. So we network with a lot of other agents in the area, and we have a lot of listing presentations that we're giving out to a lot of potential sellers. And so we know a lot about it coming soon.
Okay.
So these are properties that aren't on the market yet, that we know about, and we'll let you know about those if they match what you're looking for. Okay?
Okay.
The other things are going to be pending properties. So this is what pending properties would look like when I'm searching for you.
Okay.
So matching what your criteria is, I look at properties that are under contract already, and with that, I'll write. We'll just keep emailing all the agents and contacting them. If there's a property that you like, I'll keep double checking on that property, because one property out of 10 falls apart. Most times due to loan, or
So
maybe the
these
buyer got
homes are
scared.
in contract, but you'll start contacting the listing agent for me?
Yes.
Okay. And then you're saying about 1 out of 10 of them will fall apart, and so if one of them falls apart and you're in good communication with the listing agent, that it's a good opportunity for me to jump on a deal?
Yes.
Okay, cool, I like it.
Okay, so that's the other one of the other things. The other thing is for sale by owners. Okay, so we have lists and lists. We have a company that actually we pay that's going to gather, because there's 10 websites out there for sale by owners. So when a owner decides to sell by himself, they go to that one website and market it only on that website. So it's not getting sold. It's just sitting there. So the things they want to sell. So what we do is we have a company that actually pulls all of the for sale by owners out of all those websites, and we bring them up, and so I see if there's anything that matches what you're looking for, and I'll send those to you as well.
Okay, so
those
you'll
are-
research, these are homes that the sellers are selling?
By
They
themselves.
won't be on the internet or anything?
They'll be on random sites.
Okay,
Most times you won't be able to find them.
okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
The other thing that we also have are going to be expireds, and that will be in that list as well. So expireds are what those are: people that are trying to sell 6 months ago, a year ago, matches exactly what you're looking for, you're interested. We'll go knock on the door, we'll investigate, try to get a hold of that seller to see if they're still interested. And so those are other ways to be able to get you properties that aren't even on the market yet. Okay?
Okay.
And of course, you're going to get on the MLS what I was just explaining. And do you know what the MLS is?
No, that what the realtors use?
Yeah, it's a database that all the realtors have access to, and they input all the listings into it. So it's what everybody else is seeing.
Okay.
But that's all open market. So you're going to also get all those, of course.
Okay.
Okay? And what this does is you're going to be able to, it allows you to drive by and determine which properties you want to see. So next, we're going to arrange a private showing of any of the property you want to see on your schedule. So the way that looks like is I pull up the property that you're trying to find, and I make sure it's the one you're actually looking for, and I'll look to and book an appointment to make sure we get on the access of it.
Okay.
Okay?
I like what you said earlier. I think you said that they don't always look as good in person as they do online, so that's why you think it's a good idea for us to drive by and check them out?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, good idea.
exactly. So the next thing is, once we find the property, we looked at the inside, that's the one you guys want. When we find the property we'll discuss the best strategy with you, and that's going to be regarding the offer price and a possession date. Looking up all the comparables and what it's worth. What's the value of that house. So the way we do that is we pull up the public records, make sure that how many bedrooms, how many baths, what's the size of the property, what year was it built, how big is the lot. We'll also look up the history of the property, what was it sold for before and things like that. And then what we do is we map out your particular area of that house,
Okay.
and we'll find out what those same exact houses are selling for. So the way that looks like is every single house that we're looking for that matches that house, same bedroom, same bathroom, same size, same lot size, things like that. That's how we determine exactly what that property is going to be worth. And that's what
Okay.
helps us determine our offer price.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing is going to be the financing terms and the cash to close. Okay, so once we figure out what we're going to be offering, we want to know what the financing we're going to be using and how much cash we're going to need. Okay, so with that is we pull the it's called the good faith estimate. That's going to break down exactly what your monthly payment's going to be, how that's broken down, the cost for you to get the loan, your closing cost, and then your down payment. So we're going to know exactly monthly payment, cash to close. That make sense?
Yeah, so this is, for when I get a loan, this is a breakdown of all the different costs that'll equal my total monthly payments?
exactly.
So I know exactly what my payments are, but actually also where all the money's going that I'll be spending to buy a home.
Yeah, yeah, and this is going to be on your particular property, so you'll see your exact breakdown. It's not just being estimates and, you know, not just random numbers.
Okay.
These are going to be your actual cost.
So if I throughout the process I look at homes for different prices, will you be able to give me a breakdown of exactly what my payments are on the different price ranges of homes that I see?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll know exactly what they cost and where all the money's going for different properties that we make offers on.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. And this is kind of just the cost to close. You know, you're always going to know exactly how much cash you're going to need at the closing table. So we know that we're able to afford that property
Okay.
before we write the offer.
Okay.
Okay. What we're going to be able to do is we're going to present the offer for you on your behalf to the seller and negotiate in your favor to make sure we secure that property at the best possible price and terms. So what that's going to look like is an offer package. So what I like to do is have a nice family letter that's going to be part of your offer. So each property is going to be different, the way we look at it and go about each one, because the seller has a different motivation. But what if it was a family that's selling and upgrading, but you know they've lived at that property for over 10 years and they love it? We want to show that another loving family is going to be moving into that house rather than just an investor. You know, if it's an investor offer and your offer, and we're coming in, you know, with a picture of a family, you know, saying how much we're going to love the property and things like that compared to the investor, and we're like around the same price, whose offer are they going to go with?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes this is a make or break, you know, for our offer. So important to have this, and not a lot of people do it. Like they'll just put together the contract and email it over to the seller.
Mm-hmm.
And what that kind of looks like is we contact the agent and we find out exactly what these sellers are looking for, and not just guessing and sending over offers. So we're finding out in detail, like, hey, you know, my buyer wants this house. Like, what do we need to do? You know, so we're not just writing random offers. We're writing real offers that are going to work,
Okay.
or at least get us a count.
So what you're saying is you write offers that actually get accepted, and you have these key areas that hit hot buttons with the sellers,
Mhm.
so you know what they're looking for. So you write offers that actually get accepted for your buyers.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And some of the other things is just having a very professional email over to the agent, breaking down our offer and kind of quick little summary of how we're fully approved, and you know, just details of like why we want our offer accepted. You know, so instead of just writing an offer like and saying, hey, you know, agent, here's my buyer's offer, hope you accept it. You know, having something that what's going to make us stick out than other buyers.
So you're saying that you know how to connect really well with the listing agents, so that they prefer to work with you over other agents?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing that when we write the offer, what I was kind of telling you is we need to show proof of funds. So if we're saying we're going to have 3.5% down, or if we're going to have 10%, 20% down, we need to show that proof. So today's date or a recent date of what's in your bank account. So we show that as well. So here's a contract, just to kind of give you a few scenarios of what we were talking about the contingencies and how we write an offer.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when we go out there and we start looking at properties, and when we go to write the offer, we'll look at everything in detail, but I just want to show you a few things that are going to make us stand out. And that's our close of escrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our possession date.
Mm-hmm.
So
21 days?
most sellers, faster the better. You know,
Okay.
they want the money right away.
Okay.
And all sellers are different. Maybe they need more time, you know, or maybe it just depends. So that's why we connect with the other agent to make sure we know we're writing an offer that's going to work for them. And so the other things are going to be contingencies.
Mhm.
So right here, most buyers are going to have a contingency. And you know, standard, it says 21 right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's your loan contingency. It's going to take 21 days for you to like actually say yes fully to that property.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine all the other buyers writing that offer. You know, look at, we put 5 days, or we put 0 days. That's why it makes your offer look that much stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Same as appraisal.
And how are you able to get us such a loan contingency removal in such a short amount of time?
Because we have that full loan approval. Your loan's already went through underwriting, it's already approved. It's
Well,
not
so,
pre-approved.
So you having us do that work up front, so that when we actually write offers, we can stand out against the people who didn't do that work up front?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.